Hello friends, and welcome to my channel Knowledge Hub. In previous video we have seen the specifications and the basics of the C programming language. Now today we will see how to install the C compilers or C IDEs to run the programs. Now for first, to learn how to do the C programming, we first need two things. One is the notepad where we can text the programming or the code, and the second is a compiler. From the text pad or the notepad, we will generate the source code by saving the program using .c extension, and we will compile it using the compiler. So there are different types of compiler are there. If you are a Linux or Unix user, then you should probably have the C compiler in your system inbuilt. For check that, just open the command prompt and run this code. After running this code, it will show you what version you have, and also is there any sort of disability that compiler have or not, and whether it has saved. Now for Mac OS users, you can install Xcodes from Mac OS X from Apple's very own site. For Windows users, you can have any of these compilers to use, and you have a bunch of compilers are there. So there is Eclipse, TTM GCC, GCC Plus, Turbo C++, Turbo C, Fortran C, Fortran C++, Falcon C++, CodeBlocks, and etc. There are many compilers are there. So for that, just you need to open your desired web browser and search any of the C IDE and install it. Now today we will use command prompt to compile and run our programs. So we will use TDM GCC along with MinGW. So for that, we have to go to the web browser and search. So I am opening Google Chrome. This is my desired web browser. Okay, it has been opened. Then I just type www.mingw.com. Okay, it will show the site of MinGW, or you can just type MinGW. Okay, so this is mingw.org. So clicking this, we have came to the website. Now from here, you need to go to the downloads in here. Just click it and it will show you the site. Okay, so there are some list of the GNU and MinGW packages over there. You can probably download this setup execution file here by clicking this button, or you can choose any of them which is suitable for your Windows operating system. After doing that, just install this in your system, and along with the ongoing installation, search TDM GCC. It will show the TDM GCC compiler to download. You can go to TDM GCC at github.io, or you can go to their very own website, or you can just download it from this website also. Now after going there, click the download option and download it, and then install it in your system. So after doing all these, how to check that all of that are installed correctly or not in your system? For that, just go to run, or just open the start, and from there go to command prompt. So I will type here cmd. Yes, now I have saved it, saved all that compiler and the TDM GCC MinGW in another set of folder. So I am just going to there, again change directory to C. Okay, I am over here. So now just type the command gcc -v. It will show the version, yes, using built-in specifications, target MinGW, configured with GCC 4.4.1, configure prefix MinGW, all are here. It's okay now. So GCC version 4.4.1, TDM2, MinGW32, thread model Win32, means 32-bit of Windows. Now To run the program, I will again open the notepad, and I have quoted the whole text with this uh, double slash quotation at the starting and also at the end. This means in C that it will just a statement or a command. No, not a command, it's a comment. Now, to start our C programming, for today we will learn only how to print anything in the window, or how to start. So to start that, we will print hello world, or it is the most basic programming C language. So let us start. So we'll start with a hashtag include, including a file which is stdio.h, then closing, then void main, then I have started the curly braces, then just using the printing function which is printf, and I will just say okay. So closing the hole with the double quotation, and closing the circular braces or curved braces, then ending the line with semicolon, and just here it is end. Now let us just compile it. To compile, we have to first save this. So saving that, we are saving with a number, this file. So suppose 123.c. Okay, we have used the dot extension file. Dot c is the extension file here. It means that I want the text compiled as a C program, then then again compiling it for any type of mistakes are there or not. So saving this. Okay, we have already saved that. Now to compile the written program, we will type gcc -o, then we will give a name to the code, means to the compiled code. Okay, means from the system code we will have a machine code by compiling this. So naming the compiled machine code, that can be suppose c1. Yes, c1. Then I have typed the source code 123.c. Okay, so there are sort of mistakes you can see here. There are sort of mistakes over here. Now you can see that the mistakes are here. Every mistake has a line, has a number. Just see in here 191, 207, these are lines where the error causes. So just we are going to there and deleting the whole, and again we are saving the code. So there is only programming, no kind of statements are there, no kind of comments are there. So again gcc -o c1 123.c. Well, okay, our code has compiled now and successfully compiled. There are no sort of mistakes are there. So if we go to the folder, you can see that yes, there is the source code 123 and c1. Yes, there is a file also. So this is a execution file. If you can go to the properties of uh, the file, you can see that it is sort of execution file. Okay, now to run the program or the code, you just have to type the new name of the code only without any extension. So for that, I am just typing here c1 and pressing the enter. Yes, there is that hello friends, welcome to Knowledge Hub. So for now, that's it. We will meet again at our next video, where we will certainly start the whole programming with each details. So for now, thank you and goodbye.